Developing reports confirm the Arizona Cardinals are aggressively targeting the Rams' assistant head coach to join their staff. This move within the NFC West represents a significant attempt to poach a top strategic asset from a division rival. Subscribe for the full breakdown and like for more updates as this internal move develops.
Sources confirm that the Arizona Cardinals have formally identified Los Angeles Rams assistant head coach and passing game coordinator Aubrey Pleasant as a primary target for the coaching staff. This is a significant development within the NFC West, as a direct division rival is attempting to siphon talent from Sean McVay's inner circle. The Cardinals are currently in the process of evaluating their staff structure and have pinpointed Pleasant's ability to develop secondary talent and his schematic understanding of modern defenses as critical assets they wish to acquire. This is not merely a preliminary inquiry. The interest is substantial and points toward a potential interview request or a formal offer in the very near future. For the Rams, this represents a recurring challenge of success, protecting the coaching staff from poaching by teams looking to replicate the culture and efficiency established in Los Angeles. We are monitoring the situation closely to see if this interest evolves into a lateral move or a promotion, but the headline is clear: Arizona is aggressively pursuing one of McVay's most trusted lieutenants.
To understand why Aubrey Pleasant is such a high-priority target for Arizona, you have to look at his pedigree and his specific history with the Rams organization. Pleasant originally served as the cornerbacks coach in Los Angeles from 2017 to 2020, a period where the Rams secondary became one of the league's most formidable units. He was instrumental in the development of players like Jalen Ramsey and Darius Williams, maximizing talent through technique and schematic discipline. After a brief tenure with the Detroit Lions, Pleasant returned to the Rams, where McVay elevated him to assistant head coach, a title that reflects his leadership value beyond just X's and O's. The Cardinals, looking to stabilize their own defensive identity, view Pleasant as a culture setter. His track record of getting high-level production out of young, often overlooked defensive backs makes him an ideal candidate for a rebuilding roster. This interest is rooted in hard data and reputation. Executives around the league recognize Pleasant as a rising star who understands the intricacies of the NFC West passing attacks better than almost anyone available on the market.
The implications of this potential departure for the Los Angeles Rams cannot be overstated. Losing Aubrey Pleasant to the Arizona Cardinals would be a double-edged sword. First, it creates an immediate void in the coaching staff regarding the development of the secondary, a unit that relies heavily on coaching up young talent and mid-round draft picks. Pleasant acts as a crucial bridge between the players and the defensive coordinator, and his departure would disrupt the continuity of the defensive passing game. Second, and perhaps more concerning from a strategic standpoint, is the transfer of intellectual property. If Pleasant moves to Arizona, he takes intimate knowledge of the Rams' personnel evaluations, defensive calls, and McVay's game planning tendencies directly to a team the Rams play twice a year. This type of brain drain forces the remaining staff to adjust their own signals and tendencies. Furthermore, it puts pressure on the front office to either offer Pleasant a compelling reason to stay, financial or structural, or immediately identify a successor who can maintain the high standard of defensive backplay without a transition period.
Ultimately, this situation serves as another reminder of the cost of winning in the NFL. The Sean McVay coaching tree continues to be the most harvested orchard in the league, and Aubrey Pleasant is simply the latest name to draw serious attention. The verdict here depends on how aggressively the Rams fight to keep him. If McVay values Pleasant's role as assistant head coach as vital to the team's fabric, we could see a countermove to retain him. However, if the Cardinals offer a pathway to greater autonomy or a stepping stone toward a defensive coordinator position, it may be difficult for Los Angeles to stand in his way. As we wait for official word on whether an interview will take place, the Rams must prepare for the possibility of shuffling their defensive staff yet again. I want to know your stance on this. How critical is retaining positional coaches like Pleasant for the team's long-term success, or is the system robust enough to handle the turnover? Leave your analysis in the comments. For continuous updates on this coaching carousel and all Rams roster news, make sure you subscribe to the channel now.